and see where the taxpayers' money goes.
Yeah.
But
Surprise! Yeah, so I clicked start streaming already. So
okay. Well,
yeah,
we're talking about taxes, so
yeah, it's all right. Yeah, that's super randomly just jumping in.
Mm-hmm.
So
we should
hello.
do that, but we should start streaming and start stream by talking about something completely unrelated.
Yeah, it's like the Linus's video for the 1st of April, like how we liked the Anthony ASMR part. I don't know.
I liked all of it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was. Oh my god, I liked it. I showed it also to Melissa, and I was like, she was also like, wow. And she was laughing at the last part when he got to the sponsor. And big thanks to our sponsor Backplace, who had no idea what they sponsored today. So
yes,
that was honestly the funniest part. Okay, anyway, so welcome to TekTok, Technology Talk, and today. Gonna be honest, not very much happening in the world right now in terms of technology news. So
just as like last week,
yeah,
at the end of the show, I was like, oh, hopefully we'll have maybe more things to talk about. Now it's like spring summer period, conventions and conferences and stuff happen.
Yeah,
so
yeah
jinxed it.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I don't know. Let's get to. By the way, last time we talked about L-Theanine. Are you having it right now, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So my L-Theanine.
I'm having it right now. I ordered one from the same place. It was still on sale. I don't really know if it's still on sale, but.
Oh no.
So it arrived. Quickly-ish, like 3-4 days through DPD.
Nice.
Missed my delivery. They sent it to a completely random DPD pickup place.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, well, you could have just like sent it to Tusk or someplace that is like actually, people actually go to, and they sent it to some kind of random terminal at a gas station that I had never seen before.
Okay.
To be fair, it was closer, sort of, like in terms of proximity to my place.
Okay.
But since I had no idea where to go, I spent like 15 minutes walking around the gas station trying to find where it is. So, in essence, it was actually longer than if it sent it to like a mall or something.
That's pretty weird. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, get to know Tartu, I guess. So.
Right.
Explore Tartu. So, but
yeah, I guess yeah. Gas station at night.
Yeah, but too early to share any experiences, right? Because you just got it.
I just got it. Yes.
Yeah, it's alright.
I got it yesterday.
Yeah, it's alright.
Next week I'll have something to share about it.
Fair enough. So, but yeah, cheers.
Yes, cheers.
Or as we like to say in Estonian.
Terviseks.
Yes! Perfect.
Yes. I was like, why did you stop? Why did you stop speaking?
Anyway. So, we have some, I don't know. As we said, it's light on the tech news side. So, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Apple stuff. Because we like Apple, we use Apple, and we occasionally get excited about Apple, so that's what we are gonna be talking about today. So I don't know, two topics. Yeah, but if you are not into Apple, for example, then I have something else. I teased in my Insta story also. This.
What is that?
Yes. So,
okay.
Any guesses?
I'm interested. I don't know that
No?
It's a black box.
It is. Very black.
I don't know. Is it a new Xbox?
Maybe. It's the Xbox Series Y. I don't know.
Series Y.
What's the next one? Xbox Series.
I don't know. Nobody knows where they go from here.
Yeah, Xbox
Series
One.
X2.
Yeah, yeah. But they have like previously they have always like Xbox One, Xbox 360, and Xbox One X. So it's like and Xbox Series X. What? What?
Microsoft definitely don't understand how to name things.
Yeah. What the hell? Nobody. Yeah. The Xbox One X was the most like. Okay, so it's the for most moms that are buying the new Xbox for their kids. Like, okay, so it's the first one. No, I want the latest one. Or
right.
Oh no, this is the latest one. What is going on? So basically, that was the whole confusion. Like, it's the one, but the One X. Anyway, but yeah. So this thing will be. I'm gonna talk about this thing that you definitely need in your life, even though you don't even know it.
Me specifically?
Everybody, pretty much.
Ah, okay.
Everybody who is actually concerned about, any computer if you have a computer, you need this pretty much. I mean, if you don't want to lose data, that's what it is.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna give you a little tease.
Okay. I think I know what it is.
Yes, that's probably all.
Did we already talk about it previously?
We just mentioned it, but that was like on the very first TekTok that we did, but we didn't like get into it. Anyway, super random. Anyone who has like anyone who lives anywhere.
Anyone who lives.
Yeah, pretty
Period.
much. And you're thinking of buying one of these things, then
what's that? Oh, robot vacuum.
Yes. Okay. So I will just briefly mention why this was pretty crap, pretty much. That's what I showed earlier, and this is the good stuff. And
this is the real deal.
I'm just gonna talk about like the difference between like a meh one and a good one. Why you should get one? I don't know, just something random, and also my latest hustlings because I got one. So
right.
I don't know.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Before we continue with the news,
yes,
can we just appreciate how quickly we just started streaming without any difficulties this time?
Yeah. Should we write a letter to to the OBS gods, or I don't know?
I guess.
Or Discord, or
it almost makes me wonder if we actually have some kind of like issues right now that we don't know.
Yeah.
Like audio, all that stuff.
Suspiciously going too smoothly. Okay, what is going on here? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I forgot to do one thing, actually.
You did?
But it's not a big deal. So if I switch over to I will switch over to the scene, but it's black. Yes, I know. I forgot to do the thing, so don't worry.
Okay, there we go.
That's that's more like it. That's the show that I'm tuning into. Crap, why isn't it? Oh, I have to activate this thing. Yes. Okay, now it activated. Oh, please don't crash. Oh. Okay, Jesus. But yeah, okay, one other thing. OBS is starting to act really weird.
Oh, no.
There are certain buttons right now on OBS. If I click on it, it will go full blue screen. My computer will shut off.
Okay.
If I click on exit, for example, on OBS, for some reason.
Okay. That's an important
which
button.
is like, what the? and I have checked. There are no updates to OBS. There are some updates to Windows, but I'm pretty sure that they won't fix the OBS button weirdness.
Unlikely.
So, yeah. Oh my god. Why? Anyway, super random and super weird. So I'm actually afraid a little bit of OBS right now because it has done it before the stream. When I click around on exits and closing stuff, then yeah, blue screen. Your computer will shut off now. Great.
Windows.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is
system.
exactly why I don't miss Windows still to this day, which is like, how can this be
the
broken?
new redesign is coming, so it's gonna fix everything.
Yeah. Or is it my setup somehow? I don't know. Yeah, I've heard also that if you have some kind of a hardware bottleneck, or then your computer gets unstable, basically. Anyway.
Hardware bottleneck on running Windows.
Yeah.
That is I mean, it's just Windows. And OBS, I mean, these two probably don't take that much computing power to run. And stream at, what is it, 1080p right now?
I think so. Not completely sure, but yes. Anyway, for the people who came for the tech news, so yeah, we're gonna talk about Apple. Apple repair stores verification program is rolling out worldwide. So yeah, this has been a long time coming. So yeah, basically Apple is opening up their service manuals, some parts selection for the other remaining countries, like all the I don't know, basically
most countries.
Most countries, yeah. So it's
over 200 countries. So
yeah, which is impressive in a sense of like, I saw some countries, yeah, like seriously, like Tonga and some African countries who are like actually, do they even have any presence in the country? In I'm not even sure.
Probably like some 1%ers can afford this kind of, hardware. But yeah, I mean,
yeah.
So yeah, they said that it covers pretty much every country that Apple actually has hardware in, which is cool.
It is. Yeah, and there's a official statement. No, this is not the one today. Yeah, this is the one. Yes. Yeah, March 29th. So this was like, 4 days ago. And there was a list of countries here, which is like actually impressive. Like, what the hell? So you're basically even providing to Togo and Trinidad and Tobago, and what the hell? You're providing service parts, manuals. What was it? What was all the? Where's the list? Parts, yeah, parts, tools, repair manuals, diagnostics.
Yeah, I imagine that.
Wow. Okay.
It will be like very sort of like centralized rather. You just order from like some bigger countries where there's a bigger presence. If you are a repair maintenance place. Yeah,
the pretty much the only requirement. Okay, to join this, basically it's for free, but you have to have a certified Apple technician at the site. That's the only requirement that you can get the Apple certified technician also for free. So you can do like an online comprehensive class that at the end you will get your certificate, and then you're off to the races, I guess, which is pretty cool. So yeah, What's the news here? The news is they will support also out of warranty devices, which is cool. Pretty wow. Okay. So you can go with your, I don't know, iPhone 5S maybe even. You can go to the store. Don't know exactly, but they just said out of warranty. So, and they have a picture also of 5S, by the way, on the website, which is ironic. Ironic? I mean, a coincidence that I mentioned just 5S for some reason. I don't know.
It was in your
subconscious. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, it is. No, I think it's the news. Yeah, I mean, because out of warranty stuff, because it's like rolling out globally at once. I think it's cool. I mean, this is what people wanted, right? As I understand.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Complaining about Apple's repair situation that is convoluted and complicated.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
I guess like the only next step is for Apple to sort of allow anybody to order parts from them and repair, themselves. But like,
yeah, that's yeah. But their argument so far has been pretty much at every step that there's a risk, of course, when you puncture the battery. Of course, your phone will literally burn to a crisp if you're like not careful. If you puncture the battery, so and there's a certain like liability there. So if a person badly injures themselves, then Apple will have
right.
Then they will have all kinds of lawsuits on their hands. So yeah, but again, yeah. On this day and age, it's like suing companies. It's so easy and so like you can drum up like a class action lawsuit in, I don't know.
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, everybody's doing it.
Have you seen Nintendo? They have like 20 of them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, what the hell, dude? And at least half of them is like people are the Joy-Cons or something. I don't know.
The drifting Joy-Cons.
The drifting Joy-Cons. Yeah, I don't know. Have you done anything with your drifting ones?
No, they're just broken.
Yeah, they're just broken, right? But
they it was like a whole thing when the drifting issue became like it was big before, but then when media started to report on it, and then Nintendo launched like a repair program in the States where you could just send to your Joy-Cons regardless of whether they are covered by warranty or not, and they would issue like a free repair. And then people were complaining that Nintendo Europe doesn't offer the same thing, and then like France started too, I think.
Yeah.
And then we were like, well, are we sending it to France or not? And then like whatever. Like we barely even use Joy-Cons at this point. They just kind of exist. They're like in the store.
Yeah, you got the separate controller, right?
We have a Switch Pro controller now.
Yep.
And we also have like a kind of like bootleg Joy-Con attachment for handheld play, which is much better than Joy-Cons in terms of like comfort. But they don't have like rumble. They don't have what else? Well, yeah, mostly rumble. Gyro. They don't have gyroscope. But as far as like functionality and comfort goes, they're much better.
Yeah. All right.
The only thing is that, of course, like if we want to sell our Switch and like we have drifting Joy-Cons, it's like,
but that time Nintendo will have given up, and they will, I don't know, sell you a new Joy-Con for 20 euros, or I don't know. Who knows?
If they haven't done this by now, I don't think anything's happening.
Yeah.
They will just persist.
Maybe.
First they did that, then a couple of days ago they killed Mario, so Nintendo is going crazy.
Yeah. All right. So, but let's move on right now for the second Apple news. I mean, it came out also 3 days ago that Apple Developer Conference is happening, April 18th. They used a photo. Do you know what this photo is? What this photo represents? You're watching the stream. You haven't catched up also.
You mean the lady with
Yeah.
Yeah, this is from the, what was it? M1 reveal video where
Craig,
yes, Craig was like showing off.
Yeah. Did you get that?
It became a meme. Huh?
It became a meme, and that's why they're using it. But was it immediately clear to you that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Definitely.
Also
I mean, it was such a small thing, and I mean, they probably made a bigger deal out of it than.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool, but it's not like a mind-blowing technological innovation.
Yeah. But I mean, the cringe, the meme part is, it's on the border of cringe, but it's not cringe yet. But it's like,
it's getting there.
It's getting there. Like a couple of 40-50-year-olds trying to make a meme happening. So it's like,
I already saw some people like trying to guess what the announcements are going to be by looking at the reflections on the ladies' glasses.
Yeah, they always do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not there yet. I'm not ready to go that far.
Yeah. That's too much also for me. This can be absolutely everything and absolutely nothing, basically.
They're going to announce glasses because the lady is wearing glasses, and
that's
will happen.
Yeah, but nah, I don't think so. This
like a random announcement for WWDC.
Yeah, exactly. But although they have announced hardware also on the.
They always announce one thing. So
Yeah.
So I definitely think something will get announced, and we should discuss what it will be. Place our bets. When is the event you said? April 18th. So not next. So in.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Did I mention?
Oh no, wait. It's gonna be.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah. I was
miss...
wondering.
Yeah. I just saw that April 18th for now. I don't know.
Yeah. Because they didn't have a March event, so we're like, where?
Yeah, exactly. We were expecting a March event, and apparently now it's happening. I think there's still a April event happening.
I mean.
But
they haven't announced anything. Seems interesting to announce this first.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was so confused by. Let me Google real quick here. I think
because if we had an April event also coming, we could then see what gets announced there, and then think what could be announced as a one extra thing for the WWDC. But what if there is no event? Well, that'd be crazy.
Okay. Wait. What? Okay, I'm pretty sure I saw something on. I can't.
What announcement?
Event live spring event.
That would be a press release.
Yeah, there was a rumor that it should be happening 23rd of March.
There was, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I saw something. Okay, I can't find it anymore. But I was so sure that I saw somehow that no, yeah, it was supposed to be in March, yeah, but now it's in April. I think I saw something like that. And I was like, okay. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Everything is getting delayed, so on brand for 2021.
Yep. Anyway, but yeah, so software, it's a software event. So they will announce Most likely the new iOS, iPad OS, macOS, watchOS, tvOS.
Yeah, all of those.
All of those.
Probably.
Yeah, and yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'm guessing also they will announce the M1X. I think
Well, that would be a good announcement for the March/April event.
Yeah, that would be, yes, absolutely. But it's
because we already know they're coming.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that they will save this for later, and they will announce. I'm pretty sure they will announce the iMac, the smaller one, the regular iMac with the M1.
M1, you think?
I think yeah, I know. I want to say M1X, but I think because the regular iMac has been always like for the everyday people. The iMac Pro,
Right.
that could be the M1X, yes. But the iMac, I think they will go for the M1. I don't know. Feel free to place your bets.
I kind of think they won't have an iMac Pro anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
They haven't refreshed it in so many years, so they discontinued it just because.
Just because.
Yeah.
Worthless,
more or less.
Maybe. Yeah.
I kind of feel like all iMacs will have the X version.
So you're thinking maybe the Mac Pro Mini. You have heard about the Mac Pro Mini, right? The rumors about like
the trash can M1.
Not the cheese grater box.
The mini cheese grater.
The mini cheese grater, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. What about it?
So you will think that this will replace the iMac Pro, or?
Huh. Well, iMac is a very particular device. So I don't think Mac Pro replaces that necessarily. I just feel like there isn't. I mean, unless they really want to have a desktop version of iMac that is cheap. That is like so cheap. Like, what do you even price an M1 based iMac as? Like, it has to be. It has to be like I don't know.
If it's the same shell outside.
Ooh, no! There has to be.
Then it will
iMacs,
then it will be lower. But if it's the new shell, then they will be.
Wait, let me then consult with the prices.
Then they will be priced the same as the year before.
What are even the prices?
I mean,
iMac. So what are we talking about? The 21.5 inch model?
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's also the 4K version and non-4K version.
Oh god, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well let's just see the regular version. How much does it cost?
I mean,
the regular version costs 1,300 euros in Estonia.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see.
I mean, yes, if it has if it has M1 and the new design, then maybe I can see costing being like a sort of like a reasonable purchase.
Yeah.
But if it's the same, because iMacs look probably out of all Apple products right now,
iMacs
look the ugliest.
Yeah.
Definitely rough by modern standards. Okay, so then you think they will have this thing with M1, but then what do you do with the iMac non-Pro 4K edition? Also put M1 into it?
Yeah, I think
Is that
so.
possible?
I think so.
Surely
I love to be wrong, but I feel like that's what they are gonna do. And the M1X, they will leave it for the. If they bring back iMac Pro, then they will put an M1X in it and the higher powerful one into the Mac. Also to the MacBook Pro 16 and also to the Mac Pro. So yeah.
Say it again.
Yeah, just the M1X to the Mac Pro, to the MacBook Pro 16-inch, and
Okay.
to the, if they decide to bring back the iMac Pro, then also this will have the M1X. That's my predictions.
Okay. I guess. Okay. Okay.
And your prediction is
Compromise. Okay, compromise.
yeah.
I see I see where you're going for, because yes, I mean, if iMac, let me see. So it's 1,300 and 1,500 euros for the 4K version.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know, because it comes with a discrete GPU, and I don't know if. Okay, I think that if there is going to be like a budget iMac, it's not going to have an M1 in it. It's going to have M2 in it. I don't think there will be an M1 based iMac. I think there is too late at this point for that. I don't think there will be any more M1 based hardware announced, as in like the standard M1.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway,
It's already been a while, and
it's
even if all of that is announced in April,
mm-hmm.
it's already kind of been a while. I mean, maybe if it's April, it would be okay. Sort of new design, older silicon,
Mm-hmm.
same price. Sure.
Yeah,
I
and by the way, a public service announcement, PSA, for those of you who are still holding on to MacBook Pros 15-inch or something equivalent, like I am. So you need to sell fast, I think.
Yeah.
Oof. When you're having like an Intel based old one, I have seen what the market has been regarding those new M1s even, which are more powerful, and then the prices have gone down, and you will lose so much money if you don't sell it before the M1X shows up.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I'm also looking at. Okay, well, iMac Pro is definitely a different class of. It's definitely not a consumer electronic anymore. It's more like a, professional hardware. It's iMac Pro is more Mac Pro than it is iMac. You know what I'm saying? It is closer to that.
Yeah, in terms of. Yeah. In terms
it is basically like a Mac Pro sandwiched into a display.
Yeah.
So yeah, iMac Pro definitely will have the X version of the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
If it comes back, yeah.
And the 16-inch MacBook Pros and the 14 inch MacBook Pro that they're going to announce.
That's honestly the weird part. They will at some point be also like they can't have the old design with the new designs, and because the 15-inch is now the 16-inch, so it doesn't. What the 13-inch right now looks so outdated, the design a little bit because of the 16-inch. So this has been long overdue anyway. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway,
the problem is that I don't quite understand how iMac Pro, if it gets rebranded or whatever, and has M1X or whatever in it, how do they sell it? Because currently, I don't know what the MSRP, the American price costs, but the model with 1 terabyte SSD.
1 terabyte is.
That's the only one.
Go with the base one. Oh, that's the.
I mean, I don't know what the base one is. I have to go to the Apple.
256.
iMac Pro.
Oh, iMac Pro. Oh.
Who would buy it?
Is it? Okay. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait, just 1 second. iMac Pro. Wait. They don't even have iMac Pro anymore. Okay,
Ah.
so they don't even have the iMac Pro on their website anymore. I don't even think that happens because what I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
going
yeah,
to say is that
yeah.
the price on that thing is absolutely obscene. Like the
Yeah.
5,000 euro a thing.
5,000. Yeah, it was the starting price. Yeah.
Like, how do you sell that? Like, if you ship.
How do you sell the Mac Pro, which starts at 9,000 and goes up
the regular
to?
Mac Pro? I think it started at 6,000.
Do you mean the cheese grater or the
cheese grater? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Or was it?
Let me see. I'm
Okay.
going to check.
Starting...
from $5,000. Yeah, from 6.
Okay. From 6,000. Yeah, but maxed out. Have you seen the price maxed out?
No.
Yeah. Maxed out pricing. Dude, this is a car, by the way.
Well,
yeah.
These are also different.
Here you can see the price for the maxed out MacBook Pro.
Why are we looking at MacBook Pros?
Mac Pro.
Mac Pro. Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I misspoke. Maybe.
It is just I don't really understand, like yeah, well, that is a different thing because it's modular and you can put like a million things into it and then make it into like a supercomputer basically.
Yes, well,
I mean, we don't even know what it's going to look like.
Yeah, but
like,
still,
is it going to be modular?
The M1 is getting scarily close to the performance of this thing.
Probably not the maxed out version of it, but
not the maxed out version, but the middle, well, between the 6,000-ish and this thing. So it's like usually people spend around like 20 grand, $20,000 usually on the Mac Pro if they want to go with something decent.
Right.
And oh yeah, by the way, just to be clear, we are talking about this one. So yeah,
the current one.
The current one, but yeah,
the current newest one. I honestly don't particularly care about Mac Pros because this is
nobody should. That's the thing. These are
such an arcane territory.
This is only the basic conclusion for this one is these are for the Hollywood film production, only for the Hollywood film productions that are
probably
Marquez using
has one or something at his office. Does he need one? Probably not.
Who? Linus?
Marquez.
Marquez. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. All the big tech YouTubers have it. Yeah.
Probably doesn't need all the power that it has.
Oh,
he has it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they shoot 8K, so. But
I'm sure M1X would probably be enough for that kind of stuff. Well, that is a different thing. I don't even think that Mac Pro is going to be M1X powered. I think it is going to be a different thing.
Maybe.
Because
it
has to stay modular and upgradable.
Maybe.
So that's why they, as far as I understand, it's expected that they will announce an Intel-based Mac Pro refresh.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, a couple of years after that, there will be a M series based Mac Pro. So that's like many years away, I think. Maybe we will see like the trash can Mac Pro mini sort of thing, yeah?
Yep. Maybe.
Which will be cheaper and smaller, but still. I guess we'll see how that goes. It doesn't have to be that big, for the M-based processors.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see. But what I was saying is that it's kind of hard to imagine like these prices of like the higher end like iMac Pros and 16-inch MacBook Pros, like the diminishing returns on the value department is kind of crazy. Like if you redesign iMac and sell it for the same like 1,300 euros with M1, sure, it's the same price as like MacBook Pro, and you also get a new design. But the higher you go, then it's like, well, it's still going to be M1X, which costs a certain amount to make, and it's going to have different amounts of SSD storage and different amounts of RAM, but that's it.
Yeah, that's
like where do you and you already know that like RAM upgrade costs this much money, in Apple world.
Yeah.
And storage upgrade costs also like what is it, like $200, right?
Oh yeah, it's
so I don't quite understand how you get to those like thousands of euros in iMac Pro. What do you put in it to justify this price tag?
The Mac Pro, not the iMac Pro. You said iMac Pro.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The iMac Pro. If they're gonna revive
the iMac Pro,
with the M1X, I just like, how do you charge $5,000 for it, and like, why? What is in it?
It's
to justify this price tag?
It's black from the outside. No, okay, seriously. It was basically more configurable with higher end specs. That's
okay.
Which
again may or may, like, I mean, if they're going to simplify the whole lineup, I mean, that's what they're doing right now already.
Yeah.
It's a lot more digestible now buying Macs than it was like a couple years ago when there was like 10 different SKUs and you had to decide which one you wanted, and none of them were like, none of them were just perfect. You always had to like sacrifice something to get something else.
Yeah.
But
yeah, right now it's like, oof. Yeah, the Air and the Pro, the MacBook, the new M1s. Oof.
I'm checking.
I need to get one for Melissa also because Yeah.
I'm checking the 16-inch MacBook Pro from a couple years ago.
Anyway, yeah, we shall move on also. Just if you wanna tell us.
So what is this one thing that they're gonna announce at WWDC? The hardware, the one crazy thing.
A new bra case for the AirPods Max.
AirPods
Max.
Yeah. Pro. For the optimal storage experience. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Think...
they have to. Have you seen the new AirPods 3? I think they are gonna be AirPods 3.
Well, you mean like renders, like fan-made renders?
Yeah. I mean,
they sort of look like AirPods Pro, but without the silicone like tips.
Yeah.
It looks fine. It looks
so
like AirPods.
Just to show the people also. Yeah, that's what they probably will look like. So they will be not like a lot of. Do you like your silicone air tips on your AirPods? By the way, on your AirPods Pro, or
what do you mean by like?
I mean like by that's a good question. Would you prefer this design over your current one?
Oh wait, what? You mean okay. I do find the default AirPods design more comfortable than the Pro design because I just don't particularly like putting things inside my ears. But
yes,
AirPods Pro is definitely the most comfortable in-ear earbud that I've ever used because it doesn't have this annoyingly uncomfortable like plastic thing, that goes inside your ear. It's like all silicone, so it's not as hard. Normal earbuds have this like kind of like thin like plastic stem, and then you put the silicone tip on top of it and put it inside your ear.
Yeah.
So that kind of drives me crazy. But this one is okay. I use the smallest tip, and it fits nicely. But definitely for comfort purposes, for me personally, AirPods like just default AirPods are much better. But then you can't have noise cancellation. You can't.
Yeah,
have
exactly.
All these features.
That's what I was gonna say, because you can't have those features without the silicone tip.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I have heard a lot from a lot of people that I don't like the silicone, but but you're not getting the full features. Then you're not getting noise cancellation. You're not getting the really good seal in your ear canal, so you can isolate, like passive isolate all the sounds from around you also. So you will miss those two things once you go with this kind of a design that you're seeing here on the AirPods 3.
Mm-hmm. In fairness, though, I use transparency mode most of the time, just so I can hear what's happening. Again, it's kind of ironic because the transparency mode is basically what you almost what you get from wearing regular AirPods.
Yeah.
Because you can hear what you're listening to, but you can also very clearly hear what's happening outside.
Yeah.
Unless you put the volume to the maximum and just ignore. But I don't use active noise cancellation very often because I don't like to not hear things when I'm outside walking. You know what I'm saying? And also I use them at work because I'm at that point where I can kind of do things without having to communicate with Chef all the time. So I can wear one and listen to stuff. I don't use both, even though I would be able to hear him. Just, it's kind of be hard to explain to him what's happening, that I can still hear him. You know? Yeah. So I use one and listen to podcasts or something.
Yeah.
But it's still in the it's still in the transparency mode because otherwise it's very disorienting.
Yeah.
When one of your ear is blocking noise and then the other one is completely, open.
Yeah.
Also, on a side note, a funny thing, remember how I complained about my AirPods Pro being all fucked up?
Yep.
Well, I haven't noticed as much of it anymore.
Really?
I don't know what happened to it.
Maybe the microphones on your AirPods listen to your complaints.
And they sent the data to Apple and then they fixed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because my biggest complaint was, so I don't have this rattling sound that I had the first time around. This bass distortion that was very annoying and disorienting was the main thing. But I haven't experienced it in a while. I don't really know what changed, but I don't have it anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, by the way, Annika in the chat, no silicone for my ears, please. Yeah, exactly. So this AirPods 3 now is, I would say, perfect for those people who don't like the silicone tips. But again, these will not have active noise cancellation. So
no.
Because they are missing those and they will have a worse seal on your ear, so you will hear way more from the outside world if you don't care. As I said, you're using it also with transparency. For me, I use it active noise cancellation pretty much daily.
Okay, well, see.
Well,
so you're definitely benefiting from this.
I need my so I can focus on things. Anyways, let's move on. If you have been on the internets, there was something called the 1st of April. And I just want to show some, I don't know, funny pictures. But
okay.
I saw this fine. I found it this funny when you're trying to watch your favorite content creators, but it's 1st of April. It's okay.
And this will be awkward because I have to catch up with the stream to react to.
But by the way, you can look at the Discord stream also.
I am, but it doesn't show what.
It doesn't show what I'm showing. It just shows myself. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, but this is the guy who. So
you have to send me all the links so I can go with you through all of them.
Yeah. But anyway, the gist of it is you will catch up anyway. So everybody's doing 1st of April jokes, and honestly, we were talking about it also before the stream that we both watched. Well, I'm a huge fan of Linus Tech Tips, and Kyrylo is not like a big fan, but they did something else this time. They did something else, which was okay.
I mean, it was a total cultural reset at this point. I enjoyed it.
So yeah,
I low key was hoping that it wasn't an April Fool's joke.
Oh yeah. That. Oh man. Seriously, they could have made so much money with this. I'm pretty
My particular favorite was the hot what's PC assembly videos.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm into that. You can invite Henry Cavill to do one. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like it's writing itself. I should be able to write. I mean, it was already on YouTube, so.
Oh, love it. Anyway.
The sandals.
The sandals, yes, of course. They have to, there was a post also that, no, babe, the sandals are staying on.
Right.
There was a post like this, and but yeah. Anyway, just wanted to, if you want to watch something fun, I feel like that's pretty funny, I guess.
It is the most recent, right? The most recent video on the Linus Tech Tips.
I believe.
Or maybe not anymore.
Yeah, maybe I think so. It should be. Anyway, yeah. So basically, the video is them going to OnlyFans. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Also, by the way, I don't know, some kind of a random shout out news that it was happening also this week. Intel announced new processors, the 11th gen, I guess. So this part.
Wait, do you mean wait,
desktops, yeah.
Desktop CPUs, right?
Yeah, like yeah. But yeah, so I found this funny also. Dr. Lisa Su, the CEO of AMD, just piecing out on the grave of Intel. I found this funny.
They aren't good, as I understand. Yeah.
They're pretty. Intel is right now getting some major major roasts right now in the PC communities, which is like Intel is falling behind AMD, which is kind of because by the way, in case you didn't know, Intel was dominating all the PC market share in terms of processors, and now AMD is on top, and even the latest just came out, the new CPUs from Intel, and they're still behind. Not even by best case. Some of them are on par with the new AMD ones. Well, not the new ones, but I mean the last year released ones. So it's and they're pretty hot. So yeah, you have to get the pretty
always
much
hot, yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very, yeah. So bottom line,
because they consume more electricity.
Yeah,
that's how they get the power.
Yeah. So they have been, but yeah, who knows? A lot of people are waiting for the Pat Gelsinger, the new Intel CEO. They are waiting that he will turn around the whole wreckage.
I heard there are people already being like, "Oh, these CPUs suck because they weren't designed." I mean, he's going to be a CEO of the company, not the lead engineer. Lead product manager. I mean, CEO is just there to be pretty and say,
yeah, exactly.
Reassuring things to the investors every once in a while. So, I mean, yes, of course, CEOs can have impact on the direction of the company. But it's not just going to happen like this. It's not going to be the next day.
Yeah,
it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Now we're doing the thing.
Yeah, it will probably. I think they're maybe minimum 2 years, and then they will see a new processor from under Pat Gelsinger.
Yeah, totally, because it's all happening constantly. There's multiple generations of hardware being developed at once.
Yep. Exactly.
So the 12th gen chips are already
They are already testing in the labs and stuff.
Yeah. So I don't really understand what people are expecting from. I mean, this is a typical internet thing where you set yourself up for like something. Okay, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be the big thing, and then it isn't, and then you're disappointed.
Yeah. So let's move on. I promised to talk about my new black box. I mean, not new. I have had this for a while, but yeah, as you pointed out earlier, this is basically hard drives in a box. That is.
I didn't point out. I just saw that it was a hard drive, and I thought that we already talked about it briefly, like.
Yeah. Okay, so, but I want to answer the question. So it has 4 of those. So has like a, you can.
What is the total capacity of this device?
The 2 fans on the back. So basically a mini computer, basically. But it's a low powered one. So it's like 2 cores. Half a gig of RAM or something like that.
Yeah.
There's no GPU because why would there be one? And so yeah, it has 6, 9 terabytes of storage right now. So yeah, and I was constantly expanding one. But yeah, this is basically a stuff. So if anything happens with your computer or phone, this will have your data no matter what. That's my main pitch for this guy. So if you want to also, by the way, if you want to set up all any new device, this is so handy because I got my new M1 Mac Mini and I was like, okay, restore from backup, and I didn't make a backup before that day because it automatically does a backup for you if you just point it in the right direction. Because I just say to my Synology NAS that make a new, if there anything changes on my computer, please back up if I'm not like, so and it backs up daily. And that's so basically my whole pitch is like friends don't let friends lose data. That's the golden number 1 rule for of all the techies on the internet. So honestly, one of my friends is also thinking about getting a NAS, and he was like,
getting what?
A NAS.
Which is what?
Yes, this thing is called a NAS. So NAS, NAS, stands for Network Attached Storage, and that's what this box is.
Okay.
A NAS.
So it's a mini cloud in your apartment.
Yeah. So, and honestly, I got it over a year ago now. Used, of course. That's who I am. But so basically, all my backups. If I throw my phone out of my window, I will have all the data. If I throw out my Mac Mini out of my window, I will not lose anything. And it also is my pseudo Netflix at the same time also, because you can download your TV series or movies or music, pictures, anything on it. So and I can access my NAS basically wherever. We were funny story. We went to Cambodia last year, and we were watching our favorite TV series. I think was it? Oh yeah, The Office. We were watching The Office from Cambodia from my NAS in Estonia. So
fascinating.
I mean, why not?
Magical.
So it's Yes, it's Synology has done a really good job in terms of like a setup. I mean, you still have to Google things to set it up, of course, because it's
Right.
not like everybody can do it. So I had to like configure it. But once you do, it just gives a really good peace of mind, basically. Yeah, as I said, again, one other thing is also Google Photos. How do you store your photos and videos and all the stuff right now?
Mine,
Yeah.
personal.
Yeah.
Well,
On
I
the
guess
device?
it should be said. What?
On your phone or?
I just have a 50 gigabyte iCloud that I pay for,
Oh, okay, yeah.
so all my stuff is there.
Yeah. That's
Um,
and most people that's not a problem. I know a lot of people also right now, but that have either a Gmail, G Drive,
yeah.
Google Drive subscription,
OneDrive, if you're into that.
OneDrive if you're on the Microsoft side, Apple iCloud, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Many people also have multiple of those.
Oh yeah.
They all have
That's
some sort of like free like plan, but they give you like 5 gigabytes or 10 gigabytes, right?
Yep.
And you can just use it for that. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, again, if you don't mind that paying for your data, because you're kind of now, once you start paying a subscription service, then it's so hard to get out of this loop, because if once you don't pay the monthly bill anymore, then it's like, oh, okay, I don't have my data anymore. So yeah, I mean, the fee for iCloud and Gmail, and it's not much, but yeah, I'm a different person, I guess. I like to own my own stuff, so then I know where it is. Then I can even upgrade. I can put bigger hard drives, but yeah, there's a limit, of course.
The only way I would consider getting this device for myself would be having somehow it work with consoles as an external hard drive.
And it can do that also. But yeah, yeah.
I wonder how well it actually works in practice.
Yes, that's another thing.
It's just regular spinning drives, right? So
that's
it's
true.
not particularly fast.
That's true. But it depends more on the internet connection also between if you run a straight cable, because it has like internet cable holes on the back of it, so it connects. And the consoles have also LAN ports. I don't know.
They do.
I haven't looked into it, but exactly how it's gonna be made. But yeah, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be playing games off of it. So yeah, you're backing up all your games also, right, on your hard drive, right?
Well, not all of them, because
not all of
don't
them.
all
Yeah,
fit on a hard drive.
Yeah, of course. But the ones that you want to play in the future, right? Because PSP and all the PS catalog is going away, right? In the summer.
PlayStation 3, Vita, and PSP. Yes.
Vita, PSP, and PlayStation 3. Yeah, but not PS4, right?
Oh no! Hell no! Are you kidding me? that would be a disaster.
Yeah.
The problem is that not the problem. I mean, if you could still use this as a backup drive for all your retro stuff, it's already good enough, because you wouldn't be able to use it for PS5 games because they require SSD. You can't play PS5 games off of a hard drive. Well, that's like a different thing, of course. But yeah, especially in the light of closure of PlayStation stores, you will still be able to download the games. I guess it's PSA. If somebody out there owns a PlayStation 3, Vita, or PSP, and you have certain games that you haven't bought, that you want.
Yeah, that you're thinking of buying.
I imagine there's like few people out there,
Mm-hmm.
then the stores will shut down in June also.
Yeah, in the summer.
Or
Yeah.
July.
Yeah, something like that. Not...
But you will still be able to download the games that you own.
Yes, when you have bought them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Also, PSA regarding the whole backup data situation. Google Photos. Google Photos. If you're using Google Photos, they will also go away. Pretty much, the unlimited data backup will go away. Also in June, July, something. Either one of those. They will charge you also for the previously. That's why I went into the whole. Okay, how can I own my own photos and videos that I have collected over 20 years, 25 years? So I was like, okay, now it's time for my Synology to have all my photos and videos also. Because, yeah, if you're fine with paying a monthly subscription, this box is not for you. But if you're I don't know, that type of person like me that don't like subscriptions to absolutely everything, then this is a good way to go. And I really seriously, it has been so beneficial in so many ways. Like, restoring a backup for my phone just immediately, or my Mac, or anything, or having instant access to my photos and videos and my TV shows and my movies 24/7 basically. Yeah, Plex is like that. I know you guys use Plex also, but Plex is the free, at least the free version. Yes, you can have Plex the same functionality, but not the free version. The free version has to run on a computer. So the computer has to be on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Wait, the paid version doesn't?
I believe they introduced also some kind of a subscription model where Plex will store your data in their servers.
Huh.
And then you can...
I'll have to look into that.
I'm not completely sure, but I think so.
Look into that. Because we actually own the lifetime Plex Pass. That we bought a one-time purchase. We get the Pro version of that.
Wait, what?
Because you couldn't stream 4K footage off of a free version, and we wanted to watch all the 4K stuff that's been coming out, like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and stuff. So we got that on sale.
Okay, fair enough.
But it's a one-time purchase. It's not like But we use it all the time, so we were like, okay, well, I guess it's worth it.
But then you might even maybe have the feature or not.
I guess I'm gonna look into that. I have never heard about it. Morris is like the specialist in stuff.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
It was like a whole thing because he upgraded his hard drive, and then it messed up the Plex library, and it was like a whole process. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I have to ask then. So, how much would it cost to set up this device?
The Plex one or
your device? Yeah.
My device. To set up. You mean the purchase price?
So to buy it and
There is no subscription costs if you're asking that. So you just
because the alternative is to subscribe to cloud services.
So
how much more do you have to pay up front?
Depends on the model also. So my model has like a 4 hard drive bay thing. So I can put like 4 of them. Like these are 4. So this is this was all over a year ago. So
you don't have to
250 for the box itself. So that doesn't include the hard drives, but hard drives are I got the hard drives for 35 euros each. But again,
what is the capacity of them?
3 terabytes.
Okay. Wait, what?
Yeah,
$35 for 35 euros for 3 terabytes.
3 terabytes.
Yeah,
So
that's interesting.
I mean, again, this is not bought new. Just
Right.
a disclaimer. Everything I ever basically say, all the prices I ever say are always pretty much used. So yes, I know used hard drives. Not many people are are comfortable with that. So I'm completely aware. But yeah, that's who I am. I buy everything used. So yeah, so basically 300-ish euros for the whole setup, and my life is set.
It's set until one of them starts failing. Are there some kind of
yes, of course,
mechanisms in the system that will tell you if the hard drive is failing?
Yep, there are.
Okay.
And I have set up like a hot spare. You can set like one drive will copy. If one drive fails, there's a separate hot spare copy that will instantly copy the data to the extra drive. So even if one drive fails, you will not lose any data.
Okay.
And you will get the notification immediately, so that there is something wrong with the hard drive.
Okay.
Yes, hard drives die. Yes, that is absolutely like a thing that you have to replace them at some point. But yeah, again, I mean, 30 euros used,
Yeah, of course.
50 euros used.
Yeah.
Or 100 euros new if you want to go 3 terabytes. But again, this is again overkill even for me right now, because I don't use 9 terabytes of data right now. I use like 2 terabytes. So you can get away with way less. For example, my whole what was it? I think my whole video and photo collection that I have gathered was like, how much was it? Maybe a terabyte? No.
Okay. Oh, that's not that much.
Yeah, and that's basically my whole life. Basically, like 20 years worth of stuff. So, I mean, yeah, depends on the person also. If you're like a photographer,
what is the price of a human life?
Yeah,
1 terabyte of data.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Which is what, 35 euros, 40 for like a new hard drive in 1 terabyte capacity. There you go.
Yeah,
we figured it out. The price of human life.
Yeah, exactly.
Multiply that by the number of like the times that you will live. So 3.5.
Yeah.
4. Okay, so the price of a human life is 140 euros.
Yes, exactly.
We did it.
Yeah, so we should put that into that's the YouTube.
This is the name of our video. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. The name of the stream. If you want to calculate the price of the human life. So anyway, also quick side rambling thing that I teased before. I don't know. These things. Yeah, I just want to say I have used also the cheap ones, iLife, which is one of the cheaper ones.
Oh, is it the latest Apple robot vacuum?
Yes.
Exciting.
Yes, exactly. But compare this thing absolutely. If I had to compare the two, this thing is basically like a toy compared to this thing. So it's like this is way bigger in terms of everything. Like even the size, it's like, what is even happening?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just to give a shout out, what's the difference? Because a lot of people have been, is there like a difference to them? I don't see any difference, basically. But yeah, once you have used the higher tier one, then okay. It basically makes a whole nother level of sound when it's vacuuming your apartment or house or whatever.
The cheaper one or the more expensive
the
one?
more expensive one. It feels like a tool, not like a toy anymore. It's
Okay.
so and it doesn't bump into things because it has LiDAR and all the sensors. So it's like,
So it's actually an Apple vacuum.
yeah, I mean, this can be an Apple vacuum, right? This is like
Yeah, it looks sleek.
looks sleek, right? Like
Add some more aluminium into it, and it's basically
Yeah.
and matte finish needs to be also.
yeah. Again, this was used, so I was this is not to, but just to point out the differences. If you have tried the cheaper ones, the cheaper one is basically like, I will just bounce around the room randomly as soon as my battery dies. That's about it. But the new one is like more like, okay, I know where I have been, where I need to go, and if there is anything left. And you can put it in on the app. You can tell it, okay, this spot needs to be cleaned. If you want to clean only one spot,
right?
That's an option.
Happened.
So yeah,
I like that.
so yeah, it's like and honestly, the most annoying thing is that the cheaper one will bump into things just randomly, and the new one is like, oh, there's something ahead of me, I will avoid that, and that's about it. Anyway, yeah. But again, the difference in price was like, the cheaper one was like maybe 100 or 90 euros or 100 euros right now, a long time ago. And the newer one is like, 350. So that's why people are mostly like, does it actually make sense to get like the more expensive one? But oh man, trust me, this is, again, this is just out of I'm speaking from experience. I'm not like selling those or something like that. So, but yeah, I got it for, again, used 200, and the new one in the stores is like 350. No, 450. 350. Oh man, I can't remember anymore. No, 450. Yeah, 450. But yeah.
Well, there's definitely a correlation between price and quality, but up to a point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I guess the rule of thumb is good, that don't waste money on the cheapest option that you have.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Because chances are that anything that costs more than the cheapest option is also going to be like better.
Yeah.
But
especially
then once you get to the point where you are, choosing between like not the cheapest model and absurdly expensive models, then you can start thinking like, oh, is it actually worth it?
Yep.
Because that's when it starts to be like, okay, well, you get this thing with this more expensive model, but is it actually in any way like, is it gonna make my life better or easier?
Yeah, that's the thing. Also, like the model, by the way, I didn't mention, is Roborock. That's a sub brand from Xiaomi. So if you know Xiaomi, then you know pretty much that they are the kings right now in China, who want to target a really decently like low price sector, but actually deliver some quality, basically. I don't know. Xiaomi products I have been buying for years now, and they usually do one of the best jobs for their money, basically. And the Roborock, the vacuum, is no exception to that. So yeah, you can this vacuum from Philips or Samsung or whoever, the mommy
Apple.
Yeah, Apple. Maybe soon.
I vacuum. I suck.
I suck. Yeah, exactly. These Samsung Philips ones with the same feature set are like at least 500, at least 600.
Okay, well, that's the perfect example of what I was talking about.
Yeah.
That's where you can get to like, well, is it worth spending 150 or 200 more on virtually the same, the same thing?
Yeah, virtually the same thing.
It comes down to branding at that point. This is why, buying it.
Yeah, but also branding. But I feel like the most biggest difference maker is the software. That software makes such a difference that people don't necessarily think when buying stuff. But that's why the Chinese phones are also have like this kind of a weird rumor that you can buy like a Xiaomi Mi Mix 10. But they don't have they haven't figured out the software side yet to be really a flagship killer, I feel like.
Who has? Who has figured out software?
Mostly Google and Apple, but
Apple can be removed from this question. They are the only ones there who are figuring out software. So who figured out the Android software? Yeah, Google, because they made it.
Yeah, that's why. And that's the and once and that's why you don't see any like real proper enthusiast basically using like a I don't know. Well, there are some, of course, that are using like those cheaper Chinese phones, but the software makes all the difference.
OnePlus has the good software.
OnePlus is getting to the point of that's honestly that people are recommending when you're getting a cheaper phone. But they're also like, okay, they want to get into the flagship things, but they will take maybe the next version when they. But they're getting scarily close also. Also, the price tag is getting scarily close to the €1,000 mark.
No, of course.
Yeah, as we talked last time, €960 for the Pro, for the 9 Pro.
Well, in Elisa they started 900.
Okay, so 900.
The yield-based model, which is a lot, but
but
there are more expensive offers as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
I don't remember who said it. Some tech YouTuber said it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You either die a flagship killer or you're lucky enough to become a flagship.
Yeah, exactly.
So OnePlus is definitely not a flagship killer anymore.
Yeah, it's they're becoming the flagship.
They probably call their like mid-range line flagship killers or something, but it is at this point just mid-range phones and flagship phones.
Yeah, exactly. So, did you want to finish your Monster Hunter story maybe from last time?
Monster Hunter story.
Wow.
Well, that's crazy. We talked about it. It just came out like a day before last week, and now I already finished the story. Wow, I played a lot of it.
That's a testament of how much you like it.
Oh yeah, I definitely became a fan of the series.
Nice.
I didn't really have anything to say about it because I don't really know how to sell people on this game. I will say that it is probably one of the finest games on the Switch available.
And you said you can't sell it.
Right.
But it's one of the finest games of the whole platform.
The thing is that it has quite a niche sort of like. Well, I mean, I can't even say that either because like the previous game sold like 15 million copies. It's very hard to like describe it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a Nintendo Switch
and
you want to play a good game, that is the game to get. I mean, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But I also I'm one of the people who would say that Breath of the Wild is not the finest games on Switch, even though it's just a consensus at this point that it's the best game on Switch. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Also,
it is
also for me, with the Synology and the vacuums.
yeah, it's a good rule of
Grain of
thumb as
salt.
well.
Yeah.
Always take everything you hear on the
Yes.
internet with a grain of salt.
Exactly.
So how do I sell people on this series?
You don't need to sell it. It just
Well, I do. Well, I
okay.
guess yeah.
Although if you get enough people to buy it, then they will make a new one.
Oh yeah, it already sold enough. It sold 4 million units in 3 days.
Oh, wow.
So that is a lot of money. Yes, that is a lot of copies. The previous one sold 5 million units in 3 days. But that one is the one that was on PlayStation and Xbox at the same time. So it had more, and probably it had more consoles overall, available, sold at that time. So the series is huge in Japan, or it became huge in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And the basic thing is that you are a hunter and you
Mm-hmm.
hunt monsters, hence the name Monster Hunter. They all have very minimal story. It usually involves you being a hunter in a village that is being attacked by monsters, and you are tasked with the task to protect the village. But the story is pointless. There's no point in it, and it's not the main attraction. The main attraction is gameplay. So it's a series of games that since the beginning, I don't remember actually when the first one came out, but they were very difficult to find in the West, and then they came out on weird handheld consoles at the time because that's what was popular in Japan, and not very much in the West. Like 3DS, a DS, PSP, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the series that have been perfecting the gameplay since the very first installment. And at this point, it is probably... I mean, it's hard not to say that it's probably the best gameplay, the most polished gameplay you can have in the video game industry. It is just ridiculously good.
That's
There's not a single thing that is just bad or not well, designed or well conceptualized. So you have different weapons that you can use to hunt different monsters, and all the monsters are basically bosses in the video game and are very intricate. So they do a lot of effort to make them seem as if they are actual creatures, not just some boxes that walk and deal damage.
Yeah.
So they run away from you when they are dying, or they try to I don't know, throw you out of the cliff or something and then try to run away and things like that. So they are very much inspired by actual predators mostly in the actual real world.
Yep.
So every fight is just it's just the gameplay. You go on a hunt monsters, and then you carve up their bodies or capture them, and you get materials. And then you go back, make new armor, and they go hunt more difficult monsters. And that's basically the game. But all of those systems are just so polished, and just after years and years of iteration, because they don't really they don't discard things. So every next game in the series is kind of building on top of what happened in the previous one.
Okay.
So it's just I don't know, 2 decades or a decade and a half of just experience of making it. And yes, the previous game was the most sold game from this publisher.
Yeah.
And I mean, judging by how well this one already is selling, then maybe it's not gonna get quite as much, as high. That one is sitting at 16 million copies, I think, and this one, well, it's definitely gonna sell over 10, I'm sure.
Very nice.
And yeah. So I finished the story. As I said, it has very minimal story, but I defeated the monster that is the main monster of this game. But after you beat the game, there's also a lot more stuff to do.
Okay.
So it's also a very long game. You can play it for hundreds of hours. If you're looking for something to just play to be this one game that you play, yeah, look into that. It's also very good for if you like to do other things while you're playing games, like, I don't know, listening to podcasts or watching YouTube or something like that, because you don't have to be mentally very much engaged with it, because once you understand how to play the game, it's kind of like
you're in the zone, and
it's kind of like habitual. It's kind of like a muscle memory, so you understand what to do. But it takes time to get there, because as I said, like, all the monsters are different. Like, it's not like, they just look differently, they also behave differently. So yeah, very good game.
Very nice. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, good. I mean, you sold it.
Okay. And who would I recommend it to? People who like good games. People who own a Switch and like good games. That's the only way you can play it right now. It's also coming to PC, but much later. If you are interested if you like the games like Diablo or similar RPGs where you just go somewhere and kill a bunch of creatures and then you collect loot from them.
Okay.
It is kind of like that, but the difference is that the loot is not random. Like, you kill a monster and you carve out their materials. So you get the materials that are found on this monster. So then you need to craft a piece of gear. You see what needs to be collected for it. Then you hunt the monster that you need, and then you get. So there's no randomness in that sense, or not as much randomness.
Yeah.
If you like Dark Souls games, I can recommend it, because basically every monster is like a Dark Souls. Very intricately designed and very...
Okay, but as hard as the Dark Souls, or where?
It is a difficult game, yes.
Okay.
It is a difficult series. They have been getting progressively more approachable, and I think that this particular one is even more approachable than World, the previous one. But I feel like part of that is just because I got much better at the game, so I understand it and I can play it much better. But still, they give you a lot of different like mechanics that allow you to survive more and just observe monsters and just, understand them better. So I think it's a good entry point. It is quite dense though. So you it's kind of one of those games where you will have to go and watch a video on YouTube or two to just somebody to break down everything that's happening. Because it just kind of dumps a lot of stuff on you, but the more you play, it just becomes like a natural thing. But yeah, all the bosses are very similar to like Dark Souls, in the sense that they're very like complex. Like, it's not just like, this person shoots like fireballs or something like that, and this one, I don't know, attacks with a tail. Like, there's a lot of stuff going into it. Yeah.
Awesome. I don't know. You sold the game to me, at least. So.
Oh my god, I wish. It's also, I forgot to say, you can play it in single player, of course, but it's also up to 4 people multiplayer, and I just wish I had someone who was just like into it that could play with me, because you can play also online multiplayer. But it's not the same. Like, it's not the same to play with like random people.
Yeah.
It's more fun to play with people you can talk with.
Of course. Of course.
And so Maurice, I was trying to sell him on the game, and he was like, "No, I can't. I'm not gonna ever play this game." Because this is the thing that we've been doing. Because of course, as you grow older, you don't have as much video game, unfortunately, or you don't have as much time to do other things. So this is a new thing that we're doing. We're like filtering entire series. So
okay.
This is a series that we just aren't interested in, and we will never have time to play. So for me, I don't know. There's like a lot of sports games. Couldn't give a shit. Call of Duty, this kind of stuff. Don't care. And unfortunately, Maurice filtered out Monster Hunter, and I'm like, it's so good though.
Okay, damn it. Well, if I ever get the Switch, I will play.
Yes.
Also, random. Looduse Film right now replied to your comment from the last week's OnePlus price debacle.
Yeah.
It's like,
I didn't see.
Yeah, like half a minute ago. Like, yeah, you are right. Didn't remember the tax thing in US. Laugh emoji. So yeah, he was.
Yeah.
he
They exist. They aren't as huge as in Europe, so
yeah. So but
I can't really like authoritatively say about that, but maybe like 10% is the highest you can find. Sales tax in States.
yeah, just to
Give context.
give context what we're even talking about right now.
Yeah.
Can I have the? Oh, come on! It went away. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, so basically, Lotus Film commented on the last stream last week that $969 is currently 821 euros. But so if you directly converge, but again, yeah, US has also their sales tax, as Kyrylo pointed out in the comment, and but the thing is, Europe gets usually effed in the sense of like, anyway, if you're like selling something for $969 in US, then usually in Europe the same thing will be at least 969 euros, which is way more. Anyway, but
Yes.
to see,
that is a thing.
yeah, to see like a lower price in Estonia in euros, that's a new thing that we were pointing out. So yeah, why that is,
it becomes less. It is less problematic when you look at cheaper things. Or actually, it's even more problematic. Problematic because if you have like a $60 game, for example, that is sold for $60, and then you convert that into euros, and then you add VAT, it should be less than 60 euros.
Right.
But video game prices in Europe are even more expensive because they don't just cost 60 euros.
And they're all digital goods. They're not even physical goods.
Yeah, so the value-added tax gets even more complicated because what exactly are you adding? What value? Where is the value? You know, you don't ship them. You don't keep them in warehouses. You don't transport them to retailers. You don't put them on the shelves. You don't pay for advertising.
Yeah. Oh, you do advertising.
Well, you do, but not like in the sense that, like, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Where's that from? You know?
You know what?
Actually.
Yeah, that's the magic meme guy that says in the meme, value.
Yeah, totally.
Value added tax.
Yeah, if you follow any like laws of logic, digital games should be cheaper.
Yeah.
Or conversely, you can say that physical games should be more expensive. Sure, because companies will never tell you that something should be cheaper than it currently is. But it isn't. It's either there's either parity in prices or digital games can be even more expensive, and they usually are because physical goods drop in price due to secondhand market and things like that. So you will be able to find brand new copies of whatever latest game on Amazon sealed. Not like as a part of a sale, but it's just kind of there. That will be priced much cheaper than it will be in the PlayStation Store or whatever. That's like a whole different thing. Like the digital, we are very slowly but very steadily going into the digital future.
Yeah.
So the question of pricings and the question of owning things
and the question
digitally.
And the question of refunds, if you want to refund the game.
Question of refunding, yes, it's all very murky. I feel like it shouldn't be, but it's just a matter of, politics are always behind technology, unfortunately. And, eventually, I hope we will get somewhere in this regard.
Oh, we will take some time.
But yes, when it comes to hardware, it's usually a one-to-one conversion at best. Sometimes it actually costs more in Europe. If you look at the latest, PlayStation stuff, that's exactly what they did. 500 USD turned into 550,
euros. Right?
Well, yeah, the recommended retail price was 500 euros, but plus minus, Estonia is 550.
Yep.
But
50 more, 50 euros. Yeah. Out of nowhere. No idea why.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But if you... Oh, well, actually, that turns out actually pretty okay. If you can do the conversion thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes like 420 euros plus that.
420. Nice.
Yeah. It becomes more or less 500 euros. But like the cheaper your item is, the more complicated it becomes.
Yeah.
Because usually the difference in price becomes more substantial.
Yeah.
And also you have Apple, who just have no logic at all in their prices for Europe. I don't understand. I can't crack the code.
Yeah.
How Apple make their prices.
Don't know.
Like the closest I ever gotten to figuring it out is seeing the UK pound prices, converting them into euros, and then applying VAT on top of it. And then it sort of makes kind of like approximate, similar pricing to the US, or like to what they actually sell for in Europe.
Yeah.
Which is so like what? How? Why?
No idea. Okay. But yeah,
like I wish it were as simple as, converting USD to euros, adding VAT, and there you go.
Yeah.
That would make all the Apple stuff a lot more digestible, in terms of prices. But they aren't the only ones who do that.
Yeah, there aren't the only ones who do that. Yeah, exactly. I wonder if that's the problem. If everybody's doing it, so we are doing it, or is it that kind of? Anyway, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to also the last week's the artist that I shouted out, because my camera died, and so I got like only 2 seconds to mention Rita Ray, and most people probably missed it anyway. Oh, come on. I can't resize. Oh, yeah, I remember. Spotify is the worst in terms of... what the hell is wrong with you? Okay. Okay. Oh, maybe I can... Oh. Didn't meant to do that exactly. Oh, yeah, here. So Rita Ray. It's covering up. Okay. I'm just covering up. Yeah, but this is... And the first song, Love Ain't the Same. That one I really like. So this is my newest discovery in terms of like good music. Some, random fact. Some people have listened to our podcast and got some music recommendations from this podcast. I was like, what? Okay. Random, but okay, fair enough. Alina, one of my good friends, were like, what? Kings of Leon has a new album? And I was like, did you get that from our podcast? Yeah. Do you like any of the songs? I was like, it's all right. And she was like, oh my God, thank you. Super random. Anyway, just wanted to shout out some...
that's great.
Yeah, I don't know. The stuff people get out of this podcast is weird. Anyway, so yeah. But yeah,
I mean, this podcast has everything. We recommend shows.
Yeah,
we recommend music. We establish the price of human life.
Yeah, exactly. And
I mean, tech news is not even the most, valuable thing that you get from listening to our show.
Yeah,
it's just like a front for the actual meaning of the.
Yeah, exactly. So in case you, that's what I basically I was hoping that this show would transform into, like just stuff that we are passionate about, we like, or we hate with a passion. Basically, that's basically this thing. So
like laying off 200 people and giving them gift cards to your store as a compensation. Shame.
Activision, you are horrible.
Shame.
Yeah. I mean, man, there have been some. This is the darkest timeline.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we are there already.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, in terms of other music that I've been listening to, I don't know if anybody cares, but I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of Chris Stapleton. Yeah, again, really weird because this is country music, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this gives some kind of some other vibe, which is cool. Yeah, and
description so people can check it out.
I don't know. Yeah, I will put some links into the description. But yeah, Rita Ray was honestly a really surprising find to me. I was like, wow, this is a good song. And I was checking out the artist, and I was like, she is Estonian. What the? How is Estonian soul music gotten this far? Wow, I was actually like blown away. Anyway, yeah, but yeah.
I used to have these reactions when I was finding out some Ukrainian artists who are cool.
Yeah, exactly, probably, yeah.
But then I also realized that the Ukrainian music industry is kind of, maybe that's what I can do. I should look into what is hot in the Ukrainian. There's a lot of artists who like perform in English as well, so there's a lot of cool stuff that maybe people could check out.
Yeah.
For next episode, for next week.
For next week. All right. I don't know.
I guess that's it.
I guess that's about it for us. Was there anything else? I don't know.
Over the hour and a half mark. We just can't get it to less than an hour and a half.
It's 1 hour 45. It's close-ish, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, yeah.
Next week I have the whole week off, so we can
do
it whenever we feel like.
If you gotten this far for some reason, then please leave a comment. What would be a topic that interests you that we might discuss in future episodes or whatever?
In case there is a light news week again.
Yeah, that's also, yeah. So I don't know. Well, we love to talk about. That's why these are a little bit longer, because yeah, I like to chat. I like to get out something from my week, and that's why we're doing this. And I hope you feel the same way. Yeah,
I agree.
Just to share stuff that is going on right now in the world. I don't know. There's some other stuff, of course, going on in the world, but we don't. I don't know.
Like boats getting stuck.
Yeah, boats getting stuck in the Suez Canal. I was thinking exactly the same. Like, okay,
so
yeah,
that happened.
That is apparently still happening or something. I don't know.
No, I think they already figured it out.
Yeah, I think maybe, yeah.
Good.
Or something. I don't know. Super weird. That is the biggest news of the whole world is right. Like a ship is stuck.
Yeah. Corona is still a thing.
Yeah. That's
not even news anymore. It's just kind of it's just the reality of life.
Yeah. Getting better. Estonia got like a huge shipment of vaccines right now. So a lot of my friends actually are getting vaccines next week.
Yeah. Okay.
So
that's good.
That's something. Okay. Mrs. Melissa in the chat is saying, I would love some Ukrainian music recommendations.
Oh. Okay, well, I will look into that definitely. Okay,
yeah. Next week. Maybe that's something we can discuss.
Yeah. I agree. So next week we can do any day that we like.
Yeah, and if there is anything else, I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah. Super quick side note. The mattress review. I have written the whole thing now, which is quite long. Which is oof. This will be a long video, but yeah, I have lots to say about like a 1,500 euro mattress. So we'll see. But yeah,
I laugh for that. You are doing mattress reviews now on your channel.
I don't know. It's tech.
All right.
Yeah, I do tech reviews. I mean I do stuff that I have bought. I have even considered doing like a coffee machine comparison review type of impression things, because those are also like, people are also like, okay, but why is it better exactly? They always like, they see my passionate side about like coffee machines, and they're like, why do you have like 5 coffee machines right now? And I'm like, well,
they all for different things.
Yes, exactly. And I like to experiment and try, and I like to hustle. So anyway, yeah, thank you for tuning in this time. And oh, okay, sorry, there's an interruption in the force. Look, because Lotus the Film has entered the chat. And Lotus Film is saying, my kitchen table is also tech. A DIY table. I'm not completely sure if what does that exactly mean, but I would love to see
I imagine a table that you assemble yourself. Isn't that all furniture nowadays?
Yeah, that's basically IKEA, no?
I don't know. Every piece of furniture that I've ever bought in Estonia came disassembled.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, okay. It depends on where you buy it also, I guess. But the IKEA has been, strongly like you have to buy it you have to build it yourself.
And also they're building an IKEA in Estonia. Is that not correct?
Yes, there will be IKEA. What does it called in English? Sorting center, maybe.
Okay.
Like a. It's called Väljastuspunkt, IKEA Väljastuspunkt in Tartu. So it's you can make your order on the internet and you will get it from there, but you can't go there to buy anything basically. Okay. So it's like a
Well, that's
fulfillment center. I think that's the word.
That's close enough, I guess, to something good.
Yeah. Lotus Film says cargo point.
Because now you have to order from fucking. And it costs like what, 100 euros? The delivery.
From where?
Latvia.
Yeah, could be. Could be. There should be like a. But the real store next year in Tallinn. Yeah, have been some rumors of an actual IKEA store in Tallinn also next year.
That's good.
But yeah, Tallinn has had the fulfillment center also for quite some time now. But yeah, also Lotus Film. Since you're showing off your table in the comments, maybe I'm gonna show off my table right now.
Your battery is dying on your camera.
Oh, come on! I want to show my table.
Maybe you have 10 seconds to do.
Do you see that? I have a lowering table.
Oh, well, unfortunately.
Motorized.
Okay, that's how you show off. Okay, I was like, what is happening? I see some movement.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you aren't going to be able to show off your actual table because.
Yeah. Watch me. I'm going to show the whole table that I'm streaming on.
Okay, so people are saying that you can buy some stuff from already. Well, that's good.
Yeah, you can buy some stuff from Tallinn, but not from the Tartu one that is coming. If I'm...
There is a Tartu one?
There will be a Tartu one this year. A fulfillment center. Basically, yeah, you can buy like a toilet brush or something like that in the Tallinn one right now. And I mean, okay, you can buy more stuff, but you can buy like huge IKEA. They don't have the full IKEA experience right now. Only in Latvia. Anyway, battery
But
dying.
they will, is what I understand, right? In
Sorry?
Tallinn, there will be an actual store, is what I understand.
There will be a fulfillment center in Tartu.
No, in Tallinn.
In Tallinn, there is a fulfillment. Yeah, there will be a actual store in Tallinn also next year.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, because
Not this year.
Estonian furniture stores have horrible delivery dates.
Oh yeah,
Months.
Yeah.
Months.
especially right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, they actually grow trees that will go into the furniture that you're ordering.
Yes. So, battery dying.
Yeah, time to wrap up.
Thank you for watching, and please leave a comment that what you want us to discuss, maybe, or if you have any questions, or yes, we have never asked for questions or like, and I'm gonna just show off my table. Okay.
We have a lighter news week. We can just answer questions and maybe discuss something that people actually want to listen to. What a novel idea.
Yeah. All right. Was
Thank
lovely
you for
to
joining us.
hang out with my lovely co-host.
Same.
Always a pleasure to talk tech.
Today we're talking tech. Next week we're hunting monsters.